Hi, this is Elli Avram, and you are watching me on popbollywood.com.
Subscribe our channel and press the bell icon and never miss any update from popbollywood.com.
Hi, welcome to Pop Bollywood.
Thank you.
Okay, firstly, congratulations. People are loving your look. People are loving the trailer. So,
Yeah.
what do you want to say about State vs. Nanavati?
It's a project that's very close to my heart, which I really, really like, worked hard for. I put all my energy, into it. So getting such beautiful response, means so much to me, really. And I really hope that everyone will enjoy the show and that they will like the way I have performed in it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about movie Rustam. Even that was based on this thing. So, have
Yeah.
you seen the movie and does it give you some kind of help?
I did watch the movie when it released, yes, but I didn't rewatch it to get some inspiration from there, because the way we are showing or telling the story is very different from Rustam. So from the script itself, it's so beautifully written. From the script itself, I could understand, how to work on Sylvia, how to, prepare myself. There was so much more to Sylvia. There's so much depth. There's so many different layers, and you literally get to see her point of view. Also, there's so much, like the script that's written, there's so much of details in it of what actually happened inside the courtroom, what all Sylvia had to go through, what all she had to face. I was so amazed by it. Like, I was literally asking, like, did this really happen? And it did, and gosh, I cannot believe what all she must have gone through. Like, what a lady. How much of strength she must have, still courage, she must have had to just go in there inside that courtroom in front of all these strangers and talk so openly about her personal life, her personal feelings, Quite amazing, So definitely it was a lot of preparation, but like you asked me, I didn't take anything from Rustam because that would have been wrong, because Rustam is different, and it's a movie, of course. It's a 2-hour movie. You can't show too much also, right? You have to think of so many things. But here it's here's a show with 10 episodes, which means that there's so much to show. Yeah, and I love it, actually. I love it that it's the first time you get to see from a woman's point of view also, understand her as a woman. Yeah.
Okay, so talking about preparation, it was easy or difficult to portray, because since you're a foreigner, so was it easy or still it was tough for you?
So it wasn't so difficult for me to understand her.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the things were quite similar, and I guess maybe that was one of the reasons also why they wanted to cast a foreigner. But I mean, they also wanted to keep it real, because Sylvia was a foreigner, so that's why they wanted to cast a non-Indian girl. But then also, I guess maybe because it will be easier for me also to understand the deep nuances of Sylvia, understand the feeling of sometimes, loneliness, for example, of being a stranger in a country where you love that country and you're trying your best to understand, to fit in, to be good, but then how you sometimes feel so lonely because there's no one who really understands you. And Kavas, who was her husband, right, was her best friend, and he's hardly there. He's literally never there throughout the year. So if you have to put yourself in Sylvia's shoes, how would you feel like? Imagine yourself being in another country. You left your country because you fell madly in love with this man who is your husband, who is your best friend. You have beautiful children with him. But then the emptiness of, suddenly your life, and she was very young, she was just 28 years old when she already had 3 children, you know. So imagine, you know, how life must be like, you know, you're trying to be the perfect daughter-in-law also, and, you know, follow the culture and the Farsi culture, and, you know, be proper, be good, be a good mother. But then what about the rest of life? You know, you also want to live, right? You don't want to be dead from within. So yeah, I mean, there was a lot of things that I understood, and a lot of things that I discovered within myself, you know, a lot of things that I learned also, you know.
Can you just like name a few things? Takeaway which will be last with you forever.
It's the fact that, you know, it's so easy to point out at people who fail in a marriage, you know, at someone who ends up cheating. It's so easy to point out and be like, what a shame, you know, how? Without understanding there is always a deeper reason to it, why it happens, you know, and how maybe one shouldn't be so harsh, because if love has been there from the beginning, like true love, maybe, you know, forgiveness can be accepted as well then, you know, and move on even stronger as a couple. So that's what I actually learned, because if you would have asked me as Ellie before doing this project, I would have been like, oh gosh, I would never expect, you know, my partner cheating on me. It's just a big no. It's like, pack your bags and out. But it's so easy to say that, you know, without maybe understanding that maybe I have done something wrong. Maybe I've failed somewhere. Maybe I've stopped seeing my partner. Maybe I have stopped giving the attention. Maybe I've taken my partner for granted. You know, a relationship is give and take. It's a project. It's a lifetime project. Something that you have to nourish every day, you know. So that's what I learned from this actually, you know. Yeah, forgiveness. Yeah.
Okay, so at this point of time, if you turn back and look at your journey, how was it?
What journey?
Bollywood.
My Bollywood journey. Oh wow. Oh, it's been a hell of a journey. I mean, yeah, the way I came to this country and how I lived from the beginning. Today is the first time actually I've shared a little bit of my story, you know, of how I've lived and how I've moved around like 6 times. Let's hope I'm not gonna move from my current apartment. But yeah, it's been, you know, tough. It's been lonely. But it's also been beautiful, you know. It's also been beautiful. I'm, you know, no matter the struggle, no matter the obstacles, I'm so grateful that I'm sitting here today and promoting this beautiful show, which I auditioned for, and I got, you know. It just proves that patience, you know, have patience. If you know that you're true to yourself, that you're true to your work, that you're sincere, that you're dedicated, that you believe in yourself, God is going to give it to you sooner or later. It is going to come to you, you know. It's just a matter of time, and it's just a matter of patience as well, you know. So yeah, that's what I feel, and I'm just very, very grateful for all these beautiful opportunities that I finally got, and, you know, the projects that I have, which are going to release, even apart from this one. Yeah, I just hope that it will continue like this, that I will continue to get beautiful work, and where I will get to prove myself as an actress.
Okay, so if I ask you, like, what was the turning point of your journey? Like, what do you think?
What was the turning point of my journey? Gosh, I don't know actually, but I hope that this will be my turning point of my journey, like to even reach more higher dreams, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
Okay. So apart from this, also, like, since you were there in Big Boss House, so if you get a chance, like, you know, to send some of your friends, Bollywood friends, to Big Boss House, whom you would like to send?
would I like to send? The first thing that comes into my mind, there was actually Andy. But he has already been in it. And you know what? No. I think I would want to send Manav Cole.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so like since like what do you want to say to the viewers who are watching you? Like what is the USP and when it is releasing? Yeah.
Well, what I would say is that my latest show, The Verdict State vs. Nanavati, is releasing now on 30th September on Alt Balaji and Z5. So do subscribe and watch it and let me know what you think about it.
Alright. And all the best for Inside Days. We are waiting to see you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.